Good evening, dear Kuwait television viewers, and welcome to another new episode of your weekly program, Kuwait in 30 Minutes. The English News and Political Programs Department has prepared a variety of reports that highlight the main events that have recently taken place across Kuwait. Our committed team of reporters is constantly engaged in numerous events with the objective of keeping you, dear viewers, aware of the latest information, regulations and policies. Our aim is to help you obtain information on the latest developments at the local scene. So stay tuned for more coming your way this evening. The 5th International Fire and Safety Conference and Exposition held an opening ceremony at the Regency Hotel under the 2018 theme Studies and Researches. Our reporter Taslima Rasool has more.
Under the patronage of His Highness the Prime Minister Sheikh Jabal Mubarak Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, the General Fire Department hosted the opening ceremony of the 5th International Fire and Safety Conference and Expo, held at the Regency Hotel and attended by several local and international guests.
We've worked with Kuwait and various organisations in Kuwait for many, many years. We essentially train firefighters and fire officers from around the world. We work in all the GCC countries, but we especially work in Kuwait. The reason we're here at the conference is to support KFSD. They're one of our key customers, and we've worked with them for many years, training their officers both in the UK and in Kuwait. So my colleague is going to be speaking at the conference tomorrow, and we are particularly at the forefront around incident command, managing emergency incidents, and making sure that the most up-to-date technology and the most up-to-date thinking is applied to major incidents. Well, actually not just major incidents, all incidents, whatever size they are, whether it's a natural disaster, whether it's a fire, whether it's a car crash, whether it's an earthquake, floods, whatever it is. So we train people from around the world. We've been going for about, we started up in 1968, and we are the home of training for the UK Fire and Rescue Service. And since about 1974, we've also been the home for international fire and rescue, for training for international firefighters as well. So we've got a lot of history, a lot of pedigree, and as I say, this is a key. Kuwait is really key for us. We have very close relationships with Kuwait, particularly KFSD.
We are the partners of Fire Service College in Kuwait, and we have been doing business in Kuwait for the past 3 years with a world-leading training company as Fire Service College. The Fire Service College has been doing business for years in Kuwait, but after our partnership with them, we have revived this relationship with them, and we had a successful spell as of today. And I believe Kuwait is a very strategic market for the Fire Service College because there is a lot of development. There is so much they can do here with the facilities that are provided from the government, as from KFSD plus KOC, KMPC. So I believe the future is very bright here, especially with our additional support for the Fire Service College, and inshallah more to come. Yani.
The theme for 2018 is Studies and Researches. One of the most important distinctions of the conference this year is its focus on research activity and studies and its significant role in the development of work related to the protection from accident and fire hazards and disasters that are secured by taking advantages of the results, developments and updates reached by this research and scientific studies. Use of their results and apply them to develop work and ensure the protection of lives and property from such hazards.
This is my first time to Kuwait, and I've been overwhelmed by the warm welcome and the wonderful hospitality of your country. What I'm really hoping that the participants from this workshop get is to really understand that future technology can assist commanders of very complex incidents. So when you look at technology that individuals wear, technology that can be in the sky, technology that's all around us, it's all about pulling that technology together and helping support the strategic leaders of the service to help keep Kuwait safer.
Throughout the 3-day conference and expo, there will be a variety of different workshops from experts in the field of fire and safety. The schedule of the workshops for this year's conference, which will involve over 20 distinguished elite lecturers who will be covering points under the following sections: fire prevention, firefighting, training, marine fires and management.
This is Taslima Rasul for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
At the Salwa Cooperative Society, a very goodwill event took place by the title 1 Million Free Seedlings campaign. Sponsors and donors of the plants planned and conducted the event as a national initiative. Present were donors, sponsors, volunteers, special guests, and more. Reporter Najla Sadiq has more.
An event titled the 1 Million Free Seedling Campaign was held at the main premises of Salwa Cooperative Society, where 1 million of the special plants were distributed for free to the public as a national initiative. Leading the campaign was Mr. Mubarak Al-Awaini, with the support of Salwa Cooperative Society Board and many volunteers who spread the seedlings, beverages, and good spirits.
Today we having a good as meeting, and we have some donuts for 1 million seedlings, and that's one branch of our services in Salwa Cooperative. And we are one big team working for this one, and some Kuwaitis, it's for the national Kuwait, they have 1 million seeds, it's for free. And I think that's it. In future we have, mashallah, many plans for like this one. And as Salwa Cooperative, we do services for all who's the customer who lives in Salwa or anywhere, some people who buys in something in our cooperative. Also, we have our chairman or my friends or members looking to give good services in Salwa.
The event was an informative event of its kind and one that provided some interesting insight to plants that are suitable for outdoor gardening in hot summer days, such as cedar trees and fencarosa, which happens to be an outdoor flower, and information regarding their timeline for growth. Future campaigns will include 300 to 400,000 fencarosa flowers and the very well-known national Kuwaiti arfaj plant for awareness and understanding the many fundamentals of gardening.
A campaign for 1 million free seedlings from Salwa Cooperative Society. I'm Najla Sadiq reporting to you for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
In our next report, the Public Affairs section at the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, recently hosted a certificate ceremony for the Ministry of Education English language teachers who completed an embassy-sponsored training from February 4th to March 5th to obtain the professional certificate in English language teaching, an internationally recognized teacher training course. The ceremony took place at Ahmadiyya headquarters in Shark in the attendance of His Excellency Lawrence Silverman, U.S. Ambassador to Kuwait. Reporter Ghanwa Jabouri was there.
Ahmadiyya's US accredited PCELT is a recognized TESOL certificate program developed by Ahmadiyya and the renowned World Learning SIT Graduate Institute. The 120-hour program provides a cutting-edge curriculum that blends international best practices with topics of particular relevance for teachers in the MENA.
I have to say to all of your viewers, this is probably my favorite activity here in Kuwait. It's the second time I'm doing this. What this is the end and the graduation of from training of very, very dedicated Kuwait public school teachers who are teaching English to their students. This is, as I said, the second time we've done this. This is it's a professional certificate for English language teaching. where they are improving their skills at teaching of English so that the students will obviously be more advanced in learning English. And as we know, the English is essential, really, now. It's not a luxury, it's essential to any child's education and their future careers. It's a great boon so that they can go off to university if that's what they do or not, but to be successful in whatever they choose to do.
In Kuwait, this program is the second to be fully funded by the Embassy of the United States. In partnership with Amadis, the Ministry of Education selected male and female teachers from public schools in each of the 6 education governorates across Kuwait to go through this intensive program.
Well, the BCERT program, the Professional Certificate for English Language Teaching, this is the second year for this training program presented by the Amethyst with cooperation with the USA Embassy. Actually, this, as I told you, this is the second year of this program. First year was we had 12 teachers, 2 from each educational area, and this year we have 10. Again, 2 from each educational area. This training program have given the teachers skills, methodology skills related to teaching, many skills actually, and we have seen that from last year program, this kind of programs was very fruitful. It helped some of our teachers great to develop their teaching and their teachers because they were heads of department in their schools.
I mean, you know, our goal is to have these teachers not just learn from this program, but to be able to teach other teachers, and that when they teach these students, that there will be a cascading effect. You know, one of the big things that we were able to do is to take teachers that are representative of each of the different governance in Kuwait. So we have teachers that represent all the different governance here, and we hope to be able to impact, you know, over time, thousands and thousands of students.
Amethyst is a leading American non-profit organization that has been dedicated to expanding international, educational and professional training opportunities in Kuwait for over 25 years. Developing and perfecting language skills and education definitely goes a long way. From Amethyst Sharg, I'm Gena Jaburi reporting to you for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
The International Student Network recently returned to Kuwait for an educational fair at the Regency Hotel. The fair included a session about studying in the United States and student visas. Representatives from 9 U.S. colleges and universities provided information about their schools and answered questions from students and parents about educational opportunities in the United States. The 3-hour educational fair was organized by ISN in cooperation with the U.S. Embassy. His Excellency Lawrence Silverman, U.S. Ambassador to Kuwait, was present at the event to officially inaugurate the prestigious educational fair by cutting ribbon ceremony. Reporter Ghenwa Jabouri was there.
The ISN Fair is an ideal platform for students wishing to continue their studies in the US. As the educational fair is available to answer some of the questions some students have from life in the US, questions pertaining to their choice of educational discipline, and some of the requirements involved in applying to universities in the US.
I'll be talking about the opportunities that we have at Grand Valley, at the university I work for, and just letting students know about the programs that we offer, as well as talking about some of the internships and other opportunities that are available for students. But I'll also be answering questions about US education in general. So letting students know about the opportunities that are available, the amount of internships that are available, work opportunities after graduation, but even things like study abroad opportunities or joining organizations. So students are able to get to know other students and get involved in the university in a deeper way other than just going to classes and doing work.
Education in today's era is imperative, and students and their parents appreciate the value of quality education because of the many positive outcomes that a fine education can entail. The US Embassy Kuwait was present at the ISM Fair to talk to potential students about their higher education in the US and the many options that they can take advantage of.
Well, what they can find, and it's great to be with you and your viewers, what they can find is just about anything. In other words, whatever the subject that they're interested in, they can find it at a quality level in the United States at a university. If they want a small school, they can find it. If they want a big school, they can find it. If they want a school in a small town, they can find it. If they want a school in a big city, they can find it. And then all of the different subjects, whether it's engineering or arts, sciences, law, whatever the case may be, it's available in the United States. And it's actually, I think, an easier transition than most of them. You know, some people might think, and especially I say this to parents too, not to worry, because I think it really is an easier transition than most people. And plus, we've had 5 generations of Kuwaitis, you know, studying in the United States. So we're not an unknown quantity. You know, they really do, I think, know us by now, and they know us through their friends. And then they have these international student advisors. We have our student advisor here at the embassy. Karine Nasrallah is her name, and they can be in touch with her, and all of our consulate